Herm Edwards is no longer the head football coach of Arizona State. This is the second head coaching opening position here early in the 2022 season. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. It's been a busy Sunday. It's been a very busy Sunday. We talked earlier in an episode today how we were anticipating a firing, and sure enough, we got it. Although the reporting does seem to indicate that maybe Herm Edwards just said, I'm done. I'm over with this. So don't know if it's technically a firing or not. Makes no difference from what we're going to be talking about today, which is Sun Devils Hot Board 1.0. And you can see we've got one name up on that board. We're going to tell you why, from our perspective, from our angle, why there should only be one name up on this board for right now. Things can change. But welcome to our episode 50 of our new channel that started August 10th. If you like our content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to our channel as we're marching towards 1,000 subscribers. And please share the video with your family and friends and get them to subscribe to our channel. We thank you so very, very much. Sun Devils Hot Board 1.0. It's our second official hot board that we've created. We only create a hot board officially when a coach gets fired, or in this case, potentially said, I've had enough, no mas. And in this particular case, in the Nebraska's case, and most of our hot boards, it's going to be very small hot board list. We're only going to put down about 3 names. For the Sun Devils, when this happened, bam, Kenny Dillingham was the name. It screams out the new head football coach of Arizona State. We're going to talk about it in a second. I want to talk about the game last night first between Arizona State and Eastern Michigan. I know many of you didn't watch it, but it was really, really, really bad. That Arizona State team was disorganized. It was a very bad game. I thought that Herm Edwards would survive this game, even though how bad it was. And we're going to get to the game in a second. But see, I didn't think he would get fired this early on because of the relationship he has with the Arizona State Athletic Director. But it does seem, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the comment section below the video, it does seem that Herm Edwards might have been the one that said, this is enough. Last night against Eastern Michigan. Now, MAC teams do defeat Power 5 programs. They do. In the Big Ten, it happens quite often, at least once a year, where a MAC team comes in to a Big Ten house and beats them into their stadium, into their home. Eastern Michigan this year is regarded as one of the lower tier MAC schools, MAC teams. In this game, Eastern Michigan ran for over 300 yards. With a backup quarterback. Emory Jones, the quarterback of Arizona State, if you watch this game, was so frustrated with the coaching staff of Arizona State. He kept looking over to the sideline saying, give me a play, give me a play. They were scrambling. They could not get their packages in on time, defensively and offensively. People didn't know when they were supposed to go onto the football field. It was nuts. It was bad. It was ugly. I can't imagine being an Arizona State fan watching that football game. And then there was a point late in the game where Arizona State had the ball around midfield, and they're down 30-21 with about 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. And they're huddling. They got the guys huddling on offense. It was so aggravating to watch. The only thing that I thought of was, Herm Edwards is gone at the end of this season, but he's not going to be let go after this game, right? He's not going to be let go. Well, he's gone. Regardless of who did the let going, if it was Herm Edwards, Arizona, he's gone. And now we got Arizona State coming in, getting in line, right after Nebraska. Now they're going to be able to put out a wide net, hopefully, start talking with agents, exactly what Nebraska's doing. So who are the candidates for the job? We think at Peek Around the Corner, it's Kenny Dillingham, the offensive coordinator of Oregon. University of Oregon Ducks football program. Kenny Dillingham is from the Phoenix area. He started coaching in high school. He was an offensive coordinator in high school, very successful. He followed Mike Norvell at that time, the offensive coordinator of Memphis. Norvell then became the head coach. Dillingham was his offensive analyst. Eventually, Norvell went to Florida State. Dillingham went to Florida State, and he had really good offenses. I mean, in regards to yards gained, they didn't have much of an offensive line when Dillingham was offensive coordinator, but that offense produced. People think very highly of Dillingham, very highly of him. And then Oregon, Lanning comes, head coach, wants to bring Dillingham over and announce that Kenny is the new offensive coordinator at Oregon here in 2021. And now he's offensive coordinator here in 2022. Getting very high marks at Oregon. This is the guy from Phoenix, Arizona, offensive coordinator in the Pac-12. And look at it this way. Remember, our number one rule at Hot Boards, first of all, we keep the list very short, and this is about as short as you can get. The second rule is a name gets put on there that we think that the school would be interested in, and that the candidate would be interested in to the school. And Kenny Dillingham is Arizona State would definitely have him on their short list. A guy from Arizona, recruits in Arizona, grew up in the Pac-12 country, highly successful offensive coordinator in the South, now up in Oregon. This has got to be the guy that Arizona State calls first or second or third, and Kenny Dillingham's from that area. He's got to be the number one guy. So, maybe in our Sun Devils Hot Board 2.0, as the days and weeks go on, maybe we'll add other names. But right now, it's Kenny Dillingham, offensive coordinator at Oregon. So we have two openings. Is there a third coming around in the Power 5? We're looking at you, Auburn. We're still looking at you. So, and I got an answer from earlier today when I said, does Auburn even have an athletic director? I was told today that they do. The guy is resigning, but he's going to stay on his job. Very uneasy situation there at Auburn. But I think Brian Harsin is the next one to go. Neil Brown's going to try to keep his job and beat Virginia Tech in their next game at West Virginia. Job openings are opening up. These athletic directors are going to want to get in line quick. So there's going to be some athletic directors are going to be pulling the trigger and firing, letting go of their current head coach. So far, we got two openings. I think that third opening is right around the corner here at Peek Around the Corner. So again, thank you. This is episode 50. From all of us at Peek Around the Corner to all of you, thank you. And again, until next time, you all take care of each other. Thank you so very much.